Let this man enjoy his success because every movie might be his last one.
There was no reason to be on the top of that plane like that.
Yeah, he's on top.
Reason,
yeah, he's on top of a plane
in the air.
In the air, hundreds of feet up, man, talking to us, just to prove to us that he's a badass, man. People talk about his dedication to making quality blockbusters. He's not dedicated. He's crazy. Hey everyone, Double Toasted live in Las Vegas is coming up very soon, October 8th. Join us for a night of comedy, music, games, and a big after party. This is going to be our first time doing a show in Las Vegas, so it's going to be a very special night for us, and we want to share it with you. And if you've never been to a Double Toasted show, ask anybody. It's tons of fun. It's just like one big party that we're sharing with friends. And like I said, we want you to be there. So go get your tickets now by going to x1entertainment.com. I want to say congratulations to somebody out there, man.
Uh-oh, who are we congratulating?
Well, Oz, we got a new movie as the number 5 highest grossing film ever domestically.
Uh-oh.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell.
This movie took the summer by storm, man, and became the 5th highest grossing movie ever domestically. If you look around, you can see it reported in different places. I'm looking at this on Collider. Top Gun Maverick becomes the 5th highest grossing domestic film ever. If I read correctly, it did something that no mere movie out there can hardly ever do these days. It beat a Marvel movie.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose.
And you did. You lost to Tom Cruise.
Yet to fail all the same.
You didn't really fail, but somebody just came in and did it better. And that was Maverick, man. Did you see Maverick?
I have not. I'm probably the only person in the world who hasn't seen it yet, apparently.
You know what, Oz? It could have been the 4th highest grossing movie ever if you went to go see it, man. Damn.
I'm about to tip the scales on this movie if I go see it.
What are you doing? Stop being selfish, man. No, I'll tell you. Listen, I love this movie. I love this movie, I really do, and I'm gonna let you know, man. It completely blows my mind that this movie is done so well. It blows my mind. Who would have thought that a sequel to one of the most homoerotic movies ever out there?
I did watch this first one for the first time.
Yeah. I love it.
Was out of control.
Everything. I don't mean anything derogatory about this. We did a retro review of this. Everything. Yeah. It's like they tried to make this as gay as possible. They bought all oil and lube in the city.
Oh yeah.
Spread it on their bodies. Every time they hit, they can't just hit a volleyball. They got a dick thrust into it. Yeah. Ooh. Woo! Yeah, baby. Feel good. Yeah, man. I can't believe that one of the most homoerotic movies ever beat a Marvel movie, man. Marvel was no match for these greased up bodies right here. So
people wait for him.
Yeah, could not beat Cruise. But yeah, and it's funny because I don't really like Top Gun. I mean, I like it more today as a comedy when you look at it. Like we did a, I don't know, did we do a retro review of that? I guess we did because so many people loved it. We didn't want to do a bad movie roast, but I tell you, back in the day, I didn't know what the big deal was. Today, I'm like, I know what the big deal is now. This movie's funny as hell.
I'm gonna send you up against the best. Yes, sir. I feel the need for speed.
Yeah, man. It's just weird to me because a movie that I really don't like all that much went and made this sequel, which I think is one of the best sequels ever made. As far as being better than the original. If you would ask me a year ago if I would actually love anything related to Top Gun, I would be like, fuck you, no. No, and that just goes to show you, man. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, as far as this movie, I think he did a great job. I think he's, everybody talks about how Tom Cruise is is the guy that comes in. He cares about blockbusters and integrity of film today and entertainment. He ain't trying to go out there and Tom Cruise, he gave up apparently years ago trying to get an Oscar. He's like he tried so hard to get that Oscar, man.
Yep. Sure
And
did.
nobody gave it to him. So he said, you know what? Fuck you, Hollywood. I'm just gonna go and make my money and just gonna make some of the best action movies out there. If that's what y'all love me running, if that's what y'all love me doing crazy ass things, and you don't want to give me that Oscar, then I'm going to do. If that's what you're gonna put me into, the corner that you're gonna prop me into, stick me into, then I will do the best I can at it. And Tom Cruise deserves it because he is literally willing to die for this shit.
As you can see, we are building the latest installment of Mission Impossible, and right now we're over.
Let this man enjoy his success because every movie might be his last one.
Exactly. There was no reason to be on the top of that plane like that.
Yeah, he's on
No
top.
reason,
Yeah,
none.
he's on top
None.
of a plane
In the air.
In the air, hundreds of feet up, man, talking to us, just to prove to us that he's a badass, man. You know, people talk about his dedication to making quality blockbusters. He's not dedicated. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, you could have texted us that shit you were saying.
Yeah.
You ain't have to do all of that. You could have messaged me that.
I could have, but it wouldn't look as cool. Oh shit!
Time for now. Oh shit.
You remember back in the day when people used to say that Tom Cruise was crazy? You remember that?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we haven't said that in a while. You know, we kind of like we ever since he started entertaining us again and making these big blockbusters, we kind of laid off the crazy train with him. I'm bringing that shit back. Tom Cruise a fucking lunatic.
Yep. He's showing it to you right now.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is insane. It ain't dedication. Tom Cruise is mentally ill.
The seat was right there. You could just set your ass down.
I told you, it wouldn't look as cool. Anybody can sit in a chair, Oz. Not everybody can do this crazy shit.
Any sane person can sit in the chair. Not me.
That's normal. Fuck normal. I'm a fucking nutcase. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. He just jumped off the plane right there.
Fuck it.
I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, man. Nah, we laid off
man.
calling him crazy for a while. You know, he jumped on that couch and shit. Everybody thought he was nuts. No, he's nuts.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, it works.
Hey, listen, man. The definition of extra. Just look at this picture right here.
Yeah.
It's the definition of doing extra, doing the most, everything
Yeah.
right there.
Extra crazy. Yeah.
No need.
Tom
None of that.
Cruise is
All right.
insane, and God bless him for it, man. You know, because he's willing, whether you call it a dedication or insanity, this man, he is going all out to bring us what he says, not just blockbusters, but old-fashioned blockbusters. Let's get back to practical effects. Let's pull back on the superhero stuff. Let's pull back on the green screen. You know, let's go back to making some real, hands-on action films, man, and that's what he's doing now. And going in and saying, maybe I might be producer, I might not be the director, but a lot of the stuff that you see me is happening because of me, right down to these crazy ass stunts.
It's to see in your wonderful theaters. Hey, sorry to bother you, Tom.
I thought they gonna get up and start shooting at his ass.
Now I'm gonna jump from this plane to the other plane. Why? Because why the fuck not?
No, Tom, don't do it. Fuck you, you can't stop me. Shit.
We have a first look at the Mission Impossible trailer and a very special screening of Top Gun Maverick.
I just love how the wind is fighting his ass and he trying to act like it's normal.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, fuck it. Everybody hangs up from a fucking plane at 1,000 feet in the air. Yeah, everybody does it. This is normal.
Go see Mission Impossible. Coming soon to a theater near you. Pilot
That's how he signs off.
Yeah. Pilot still got the parachute in his head. Hey, Tom! Yeah, man. Hey, God bless him, man. Like I said, it's that amount of dedication and insanity that makes, I think, the kind.
I like the way that guy in that picture's looking at him. In the yellow plane, go back to it. That guy, is that Tom Cruise? Crazy.
He's fucking nuts. Hey, it was like he had to do pull over. Hey, pull over. I think that's Tom Cruise. Oh, shit, it is. Fuck. Tom Cruise is chilling. Tom Cruise got his lean on. Tom Cruise lean on that plane like he lean on a bar talking to a girl.
This shit is every day.
Yeah.
Hey, funny meeting you up here, Tom Cruise.
I know, right? Yeah. Hey, great for him, man. Great for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I did really enjoy this movie, man. It's funny because ever since COVID hit, things still don't feel the same. You know, things and because of where we are right now with I'm not gonna be one of those guys gonna be complaining about superhero movies. I'm not. But cinema, theaters, entertainment, whatever you want to call it, it has changed, man. It is something different than it was even 10 years ago. You know, 15 years ago.
That's what happens.
Yeah, you know, Tom Cruise with this movie, not only did he come back with an old-fashioned blockbuster, but now we're getting the feel of movie news again, where you hear you're starting to hear about breaking records and box office, you know, being huge and people, having movies be the big movie of the summer. And I will say this, it is refreshing to not have, as much as I like Marvel, it is refreshing to not have a Marvel movie be the biggest movie of any season at this moment. You know, and
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But you know, I really don't see Marvel dominating as it did with that first phase 1 of movies. You know, coming back because again, when we first saw these movies, those were the first of their kind. It was crazy to see these things. And now that we're getting these so much on the regular, even on the small screen, you know, that impact is not as big as it was. You know, the whole like, oh my God, that awe and shock is not there. Now it's greeted with, you know, it's supposed to be there, or, you know, cynicism and all this craziness. So now, you know, it's becoming mundane and everyday now. You know, and you know, people are seeing that and like, okay, I've seen this already. What else you got for me?
Yeah.
And I know it's a gift and a curse when it comes to these things, though, because I still enjoy the Marvel stuff because, you know, you and I, you know, we've never thought that this day would come. A lot of people don't think this day is coming. Now that it's here and, you know, it's going in full swing, it's like, this is great. But at some point, it's all going to peter out at some point.
Yeah, and you know what? It's great that you mentioned that because you're talking about how we're getting so much now on both the big and the small screen, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of this is not nostalgia. It's just that with Marvel and superhero movies being what they are and being so abundant now we got movies that once were old feel new now. And it feels refreshing. It feels like we're doing, you know, in a way it's bringing back that old feeling of cinema. But, you know, this feels like something that we needed at the moment because it does feel, while not new, it just feels different from everything that's going on to where it almost does feel brand new.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's how, and that's the same sentiment you could say when the first Marvel movies came out.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
See how you've lived long enough to become the villain?
Yeah, they flipped, man. They really flipped. Yeah, superhero movies were kind of hit and miss, more miss. And then you had like the Schwarzenegger action movies. You know, you had the Stallone action movies. Yeah, you had those things going on. And now that's kind of, you know, everything's kind of been reversed now. Yeah.
So now we're saying the same thing we said about Marvel, but now it's reversed. You know, in a sea of all these superhero movies, it's refreshing to get some of that old shit we used to talk about bad about.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you can't win. You can't win. You just can't win.
Yeah.
So,
well,
you know, all I can say is enjoy the rise. enjoy the rides as they come. That's all.
Yeah, when you talk about cynicism, man, I think that's one of the things that made Maverick so cool too. I mean, besides just being just a downright entertaining movie, you know, and I don't want to sound cynical myself, but you know, these movies, while I'm sure Marvel lets directors come in and do what they want to do, and you know, some of these other studios that do a bunch of superhero movies, they're still studio films, right?
Right.
And so is Maverick, but Maverick does have this whole thing of Tom Cruise being so heavily involved that he's guiding this, you know? Here's a personal touch from, oh shit, there he goes. He just took the plane down with him. like if I just let this play a second more, there'd be an explosion over there.
That's it. All right, everybody, see it hands.
Yeah. There you go. There goes Tom. But yeah, there is a personal touch to these films, man. That you know, and it does feel like there's just a little bit more care that's going into this than the average movie with that personal touch. So that's why I think that this film deserves everything that it gets, man. As far as the accolades that it's getting, the records that it's breaking, the money that it's making, it's a really good movie, man. I can't wait to see what he does with Mission Impossible now. You know,
it's funny because there's certain movies you can tell that somebody's heart is into it. You know, the way it's crafted, the way it moves, the way the story's being told, the way things are setting up. You know, you felt that with Get Out when that came out. And you could see that there's a lot of heart into this, and a lot of that heart is Tom Cruise. It looks like.
Yeah, no, that is. No, you're right. No, he has his hands on a lot of this. I mean, he really, that whole thing with him yelling, man. You mean that audio with him yelling, and it's like,
yeah.
A lot of people said, hey, look, maybe it's not cool that he's losing his shit around, you know, professionals, but he is so professional himself that if anybody's slacking, you know, fuck it. We know, my name is all over this. You're not gonna make me look bad, you know. And I care too much about this for people to come in here and half-ass it. So I mean, his dedication to just making these movies is to be admired.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. You know, that's the reason why, you know, excuse me. If a movie has Tom Cruise on it, people will see it just for Tom Cruise. There's a reason. He's
one of the last people that, now I don't know, you know, people say this, exaggerate, but they say he's one of the last true movie stars. You know, everything is now CG superheroes. You know, the brand are, you know, the brand are the characters. Not the actor, but the characters are selling these movies now.
That is true. You know, yeah, because a lot of times now you see an actor, you just see that actor, you don't see that character. Tom Cruise he's still one of those people that you can look at him and you see the character that he's playing, not Tom Cruise. You're right about that. Because I was about to say the closest person to him is The Rock, but when I see The Rock, I just see The Rock. Even Will Smith, when I see Will Smith, I just see Will Smith. Tom Cruise, when he's in the character, I see that character. You're right about that.
Yeah. But the thing is, people still see him for Tom Cruise. People go see Spider-Man for Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to see it for Tom Holland. They ain't going to see it for Tobey Maguire. Even those people, you know, we love those actors, but they're seeing it because it's Spider-Man, the character, the brand, the IP. You put Tom Cruise's name on the marquee or on a poster or his face, his name, whatever. You know that you are going to see for Tom Cruise's name because his name still means something as a movie star.
That's true. Well, who else? Brad Pitt's another one, and Denzel's another one too. Off the top of my head.
Who's another one? Another guy that what?
Denzel. Well, when you say movie star and go to the cinema, go to the movie and see them as their character, not themselves. Yeah. Denzel and Brad Pitt, you see them as characters when you go to see them in a movie. You don't see them as, you know, Brad Pitt or Denzel. Yeah,
man. Yeah, you know, especially with Denzel's last movie where he did that Shakespeare film. So,
okay.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is one.
Yeah, he's another one too. Even John Boyega's trying to get in there too.
Yeah.
Getting there too.
No, that is true.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, man. You know, it was just fun talking about. With Maverick it brought back the conversation of cinema again, not just in a negative way where, man, look at all these superhero movies taking over, or man, look how all these other movies are getting pushed out. No, I was like, It was great talking about how movies, you know, broke box office records. It was fun talking about how movies like moved up into the best, you know, the number of best movies of all time. It was fun talking about a summer movie being a true summer movie. You know, it was without being, you know, again, a Marvel film. So yeah, man, very, very cool, very cool.
It's good to say that there's other movies out there besides superhero movies.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. Not that I'm one of those guys who's grumbling and mumbling about it and being angry about it. I'm not. I love superhero movies, but yeah, this was nice. So congratulations to Tom Cruise and thanks.
Yeah, big time. Now I really want to see it. Is it still in the theaters? How's it going now?
It just left.
Just left right now. Right now.
It just left. Right. I just got a text.
God damn.
Tom Cruise said, I just left the theater. So,
damn it, man! I was just about to cut the show short.
yeah.